So we're making one of our favorite dishes today, coconut curry crab. And got some nice and feisty live crabs here.
Attention PETA, animals will be harmed and killed during the making of this recipe.
Now, these are blue crabs, and these are all female, and the way you can tell they're female, a couple ways. The females are the ones with the red tip claws, and also if you flip them over, the females have a large flap here on the belly, where on the males that flap is a T shape, on females is a nice kind of half oval shape.
I've been told that the females have painted fingernails, so they have red fingernails. That's how you know they're girls. Sexist, but easy to remember.
Yeah. Now, the difference between male and female is that the males tend to have firmer flesh, whereas the female's flesh is a little softer, but the females also have roe, or eggs, which is as good as the flesh when it comes to eating crabs.
You want the roe.
Yes, we want the roe. Now, this is definitely a recipe for people who like cracking crabs, so if you are not that type, this is not the recipe for you. And the other thing we're having today is razor clams, which we've seen on TV a lot, but we've only had it for the first time recently at Revolution in Durham, and it was very good. So we saw these at the Grand Asian Market today, and we just had to get some and try them. So they're soaking in water right now to clean them up, and we will cook them in some red wine, tomatoes, garlic, and some chopped bacon later. So never made them before, but that recipe sounds delicious. So
This is John's weapon of choice, the Chinese cleaver. Chefs in China use this for basically as an all-purpose knife to cut almost anything.
So we're going to do some prep work here, chop up some ingredients for the crab, which includes ginger, garlic, we're going to julienne some carrots, 1 onion, and a stalk of lemongrass. That's going to be very good. And also we're going to chop up a stalk of celery to go in there, so it's going to have a nice flavor. And this will also have a couple cans of coconut milk going in it, along with lots of curry powder. And it's our theory that if you drown anything in coconut milk and curry powder, it can't possibly be bad. So we'll see. So now we're going to heat up some oil in a big old pot here.
Olive oil.
Olive oil. We're going to dump in the onion. Cook for a while. And we're also going to throw in the lemongrass, which we shredded here. Get the flavor out. And we're going to put in about 2 tablespoons of ginger. Garlic. And then the ginger that we julienned earlier. And we're going to let that cook for a little bit. And here's a tip for you. If you live near an Asian grocery store, buy your spices there, too, like lemongrass. It's a lot cheaper there than in the typical American grocery store.
Instead of paying $2.99 for a few little 4-inch stalks of lemongrass in a plastic package, you can get about 3 feet worth of lemongrass for $2. Bay leaves, don't get us started on bay leaves. They're like $1.99 for a big plastic pack with about 50 leaves in it, instead of one of those tiny little jars that they could charge you $7 or $8 for at the Harris Teeter.
Or anise seeds.
Or anise seeds. Yeah, produce is cheaper a lot of times too.
A little bit more, and then the crab is going to go in. Okay, so now the ginger, onion, lemongrass, and garlic have been sauteed. It only takes a couple minutes here. This is where our crabs give their life with the name of deliciousness. So I'm going to use some tongs here to grab them. And they usually come in clusters, as you can see. So you just grab them and you just dump them in. Just don't let their claws catch you. And they can grab onto everything, but they will go down there.
No!
This guy knows the deal. Come on now. Look at that.
No!
Come along, guys. It's good for mankind.
In the immortal words of Anthony Bourdain, if you're smaller than me, dumber than me, and taste good, I'm gonna eat you. Yeah, I think that was easy, guys. Sorry.
And there's one. And now, add 3 tablespoons of vinegar. 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. This guy's getting most of it. Yeah, so there you go. A little bit of pepper. There you go. And I'm going to throw in a little sea salt here as well. Alright, and that's all the seasoning that goes into this for the time being. And you cover, and you let them cook for about 5 minutes. And once the crab turns red, we're ready to go on to the next stage.